This school, again, is a school that, I feel at home with. And I just feel like when I'm having a conversation with the coaches, it's like, it's like home. And the school that I am going to attend next year will be University of Oregon. I know it's far away from home, but I feel like it's a place that is far away from home that is going to allow me to grow up and be a man. And I think those are factors that I'll carry for me for the rest of my life. And just, again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and hope you all guys have a great day.
Saying no to the Iowa coaches?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was hard. It's hard because you got to go away from home, and you kind of lose that hometown, favorite, But of course, in order for me to be a man, I got to grow up and make my own decisions, and I got to do what's best for me.
So did you call Coach Ferentz? How did that work?
I called Coach Morgan, and I told him, thank you for the opportunity, but Iowa wasn't the place that I chose, And I said it very respectfully, and I hope they respect me as a person, making the decision to calling them and letting them know instead of here and after. Realize my speed out there, on the field, and hopefully, I just do the best I can.
Did the position come into it, Christian?
I mean, no, because eventually all of them were catching the ball. It's just that Notre Dame receiver, they allow me to, if I wanted to play receiver, that's fine. And then Iowa receiver too, but then just the difference was Oregon is tight end. And so really not position, it's just, how comfortable I felt.
Out there we're wearing Iowa sweatshirts today. How tough was that?
It definitely was tough, because a lot of course, a lot of people from Iowa, a lot of kids from here, from Kennedy, will go to Iowa, and I won't get to see them, as much as I do now. And so it's definitely a tough decision. That's why it took so long. And it wasn't I originally supposed to make this decision a long time ago, but that's how hard it was, just to make that decision.
When did you know it was going to be Oregon?
After I left basketball practice last night.
Oh, so it's
I've been thinking about it whole yesterday and everything like that, and just as soon as I left basketball practice, I really got that feeling that that was the right place for me. And I went home and I told my parents, this is what I wanted to do, and they were comfortable.
About the conversation with the Oregon coach and how he took the news today.
I mean, I didn't get I talked to my position coach. He was very fired up, he said he was driving, but he said he almost crashed when he heard the news.
It looked like he went to grab the Iowa hat. Was that just the dramatic effect?
I mean, that was just the dramatic effect. I just didn't offend anybody by doing that. It was just, just something I did, just mix it up a little bit. But I definitely knew which one I was doing.
Success in Iowa's, season this year, the disappointing factor.
No, I mean, no, that really had nothing to do with it. And you can't really base your decision on. I know Oregon's #1, but you really can't base your decision on a school being #1 right now because they may be that next year. You know what I'm saying? And so that really had nothing to do with it. It was just my personal feeling on what I felt that they came to the table with and everything like that. So I just felt that personally, I felt at home there, and I felt at home in Iowa, but I felt it was something that I have to go away to go up.
Did Iowa finish second, or was it?
I mean, there was no second. It was that hard of a decision that everybody was neck and neck, and I just finally chose that one, put that one out the group, and so they were just all were tired of it.
As far as Iowa, did you ever worry that you were going to let people down by not going to Iowa? Was that something that
I mean, of course, you have that feeling, but if you're really going to make that decision for you can't be worried about that, And so that's not a thing that I was worried about because, everybody's going to do their own thing, and me growing up to be a man, you're going to have to make hard decisions.
Did you meet with Coach Ferentz over the weekend?
Yeah, he came Sunday.
What was that like?
I mean, it was good, like all the rest. And I love his, mannerisms. He's just a very calm, low-key guy, and he just expresses, the things that he wants and how he felt that I would help out his program. And nothing against him. I think he's a great coach, and I have nothing to say about any of the coaches. They're just great. He's a great coach.
Anything that wowed you in particular about Oregon? One specific thing, or
it's
kind
just
of a combination?
It's just the way I went there. I felt embraced. The players. It's more so than the other places. It's just I felt like at home they come around you. Hey, my name is so and so. That's the only team I really got to meet the whole team. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the aspect of one-on-one, and I just felt warm and felt love there and everything like that. And just the coaches, like I said, they did a more thorough job of coming in here introducing themselves to everybody, and Coach Osborne just really investigating on what type of person I am, and asking just the average person walk around, do you know Chris? And seeing what type of person I am. So I mean, that's the key that played into it.